Yeah. Who's going? Oh, I'm doing. Okay. All right. I got it.
Can you do it?
All right. One, two, pep boom, double boom.
I'm setting the trend here. Do you know?
Yes.
So
Yes.
all the podcaster, listen up. You're gonna do the clap this way. Michelle, welcome.
Thanks
Welcome
for
to
having me.
welcome to our like messy chat. I don't know. I think like every time we chat, it feels like we're in a messy flow. It's a flow, but it's a little bit messy. But
You like all over I'm all over the place.
no, I was like, no. I was thinking like I'm all over the place, and you are the robot that put me in the right place.
Robot. Okay. Yes, that's what I do. I'm very disciplined.
We're just gonna like talk a little bit about how we met virtually. We haven't
Yeah.
we haven't met like in person yet. Yeah, so
One day.
one day, yeah, in the future.
Yeah.
Hope I can still walk by then. We met virtually like before the pandemic, right? Yeah. So we are both max lessons. And we are like so in real life we are like classmates. Go to school
Yeah,
together.
it is true. Yeah. I do refer to people like I was like, oh, this person from Mike's Lessons. Oh, she's from there. She's from Georgia. She's from Taiwan. That's how I refer people. This is a drummer from this place, from this place.
Okay. And you are in New York.
Yeah, I'm just outside of Manhattan. I'm in Jersey City.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's nighttime there.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's morning here in Taipei.
hmm
And how long have you been playing like drums for?
I think it's almost 20 years.
Oh my God, 20 years.
But I started after, well, I started when I was an adult, so
Mm.
um, yeah. So 20 years if you started as a kid is a lot, but you start as an adult is it's
Still a
yeah
lot.
it doesn't sound much.
So we are here to talk about your your band, right? Because recently, like last week,
Yeah,
yeah, last week you guys released a new single.
new double single.
No, new double single.
Uh-huh.
Or two songs, like
Two songs. Yeah.
yeah, two songs and the album. What should we call it? Like all bones.
On
The
Spotify, it
name.
does say if I want to share it, it does say share album with someone. So you can
Ah,
use album.
okay. But you know what? Here, if you are using the app and you set the language to Mandarin, it says 单曲.
单曲.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it says single.
I see.
It's very confusing. I
Okay.
don't yeah, at this point I don't think any musician even like pro musicians understand how it works now.
Hmm.
Yeah, so
Okay.
we'll just call it like album anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this new album, All Bones, and the band is called the Obi Strips,
Yeah.
right?
The Obi Strips. Yeah.
Um tell us about the band.
Yeah. It took us forever to come up with that name. Um, we were trying. So it most of the songs is like psychedelic. So
Mm-hmm.
we're trying to come up with a psychedelic name. So this is what we ended up with. And yeah. And well, the meaning of it is like in the old days they have the CD,
Mm-hmm.
and then and especially the Japanese CDs, they have a strip on the side on the CD.
Yeah.
It would describe the the songs in the CD, and then that is the Obi strip. So we thought that that is a pretty cool name.
Oh, I didn't know it has a name.
Yeah, we didn't come up with this Obi strip.
I was like,
It's
what's
a
Obi means? Like Obi-Wan? What? Star Wars?
yeah,
No.
yeah. So that's it does have a meaning.
Okay. So is it like Obi is Japanese? No?
It's Japanese,
It's
yeah,
Japanese.
yeah. And then strip, they I guess
Yeah, the strip.
yeah, they use a lot of English. So the whole Obi strip is Japanese.
Oh, I learned something today. Wow.
Yeah, from a non-musician.
Wow, productive. Wow. That's really, really refreshing. I didn't know. Yeah, because there are when there are still a record store in Taipei or in Taiwan, we had a lot of imported CDs from Japan, and I exactly what you are talking about.
Yeah. I think I remember it from the days, the old days. Yeah.
What days? Oh, the good old days. Okay. So the new album, Old Bones, there are 2 songs in this one. And I also want to kind of talk about the one you guys released last year, right? It's called Sleeping Sundays. So there are 2 albums so far, but there are 2 songs from each album. Did you record these 4 songs at the same time, or did you go to the studio twice for that?
So the ones from last year, Sleeping Sundays, those 2, we actually did it in the drums recording. So we did it in my studio. It's like totally DIY. The bassist also brought like 6 different mics, and then we just figure it out, watch YouTube, and then just place it near the drums. Like, I guess a total of 6, so different, 2 on tom. There's 1 for the bass drum, and then there's some overhead ones to capture the snare drum and the cymbal. So the ones from last year is recorded in the studio that I practiced at. Like we did that ourselves.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the instrument recording, it was recorded in one of the band members' house. And then the mixing and mastering, we take it, we gave it to some engineer to do.
So you only went to the studio, like the professional studio
for this one, for this latest one. Yeah, the Old Bones.
Okay. Oh, okay. Cool. Because I think there it does sound like 2 different vibes a little bit. Although it's same people, same vibe from the song, but there's a little bit of like indie vibe from the last one.
Okay. I think the cymbals were different. The cymbals that so I don't have my own cymbals in my studio, so it was all house kit, but the snare drum is the Brooklyn Stender is the one that I have. For the one that we recorded last year. And And then this latest one, I went to a professional studio, and then the engineer had a Ludwig Aqualite.
Oh, okay.
And then I was like, oh, I've always wanted to play on it. So even though I brought my Brooklyn Standard, as I was like, no, I'm gonna try this. And then, but then the cymbals, I use mine. So I have the Zildjian new beats for hi-hats, and then the sweet ride for Zildjian, and then the crash cymbal is from also. I think it's custom made.
Should we like listen to a little bit? We've heard like the first part of it, and this one, I like this one like particularly because it's very catchy.
Yeah, it is catchy,
and I really like the beat section. I don't know how you call it, but there's a part you play like a little bit of displaced backbeat.
Oh yeah,
or bar.
I sneaked that in.
Yeah, was it like a mistake, but it's a good mistake, or did you do it like intentionally?
No, I think I heard there's a space that I could put it. I think there's an instrument, but I don't know what, that's playing that backbeat. And then I just put it, and then I was like, okay, this fits.
Oh, so you were like following other instruments on that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Because the first time I've heard it, I was like, oh, this plays backbeat. Oh, it's back. It's only like one bar. It's back, and I was like, wow, that's cool.
Yeah, I think I like using it, but not many places are appropriate.
Yeah.
So, but this one, I'm glad you like it. That means I put it there appropriately.
I think a lot of people like it if they listen to
If they know what displays beats are.
they they don't even need to know the technical term.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, that's something different.
Right.
Yeah, and how does it like how do you like come up with the whole arrangement, like the drum part of this song? Because I'm just curious about the process, like when you first listen to the demo. Was it like a complete one, or like maybe just a guitar and the vocal, something like that?
No, they have everything. It's just everything. Nowadays you can do everything on the computer, right? So the songwriters actually put the drum beats they think they want, or they just putting it, and then I listen to so they will give me a drumless one, so then I can play around with it. But then they do give me the complete one with every single instrument, so then I can know what each instrument is playing.
Oh, okay.
So what I do is I write down the form of the song, like verse, verse, chorus, there's a bridge, verse, verse, and then I try to figure out uh the groove for each section, and then I try to see if there's a pattern that I can follow. So it's like a lot of iteration, a lot of listening
Mm-hmm.
to figure out. And then I try different things on the kit while I'm listening to it.
Uh-huh.
But I think I get the form down first. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm doing.
Do they like change anything after you
Oh,
write the drum part?
oh, I see. No. Usually yeah, when they're done, they're done.
Oh, okay.
Right. Because they have already written the whole song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you do you like change a little bit from what they came up with? Like,
Yeah. Because I think I try to come up with my own fills
mm-hmm.
that matches that. Because I think because they're putting the drum beats, it's also for the music to have.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if like that's what they wanted it, but then it's just to have at least some idea to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I put the drum parts on, and then I will record it with my EAD with the drumless track, and then I send it to them to see if they like it.
Okay.
And then I'll ask them if some parts, if they don't like, what should I play? But usually they like it, so I don't do much modifications after that.
So because in my experience, some songwriters really want their songs to be played as they like.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Okay.
yeah, because if they have a very specific idea for the drums,
Mm-hmm.
they want you to play like exactly what they wrote.
I don't, well, I also don't change much from, so maybe that's why, like, I was like, this sounds good. I'll use it. So mostly for me, I guess it's the fills that I come up with
okay.
that are different, but I don't think they put much fills. I guess with the machine is harder to, because the fills usually on this drum machine is like the snare drum, 16 notes on the snare drum, right? So those are, I think, yeah. So then I'm like, okay, I can do something fancier.
Basically, they have the general idea of how the groove should sound, and you just add some fill.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
maybe displace a few backbeats.
yeah. Yeah, and then see if they notice. If they're like, oh, it's fine. Then it's like, nice.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because I think that maybe 8 displaced backbeats are the soul of this song.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, every time I listen to
that is good to hear.
Yeah, every time I listen to this song, I was looking forward to that part.
When's the displaced beat coming?
Yeah. And I would like air drum into that part.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So next we're gonna play one of the new ones. So that's the first half of the song called "You're Getting Old." This one, I kind of like this one, and I think the vocal sound, it's very much like the old Britpop bands. Yeah, yeah.
I see.
The vocal reminds me of many Britpop bands like The Verve, like Stone Roses.
Oh wow, interesting.
Yeah. I don't know if your vocal
Oh,
listen to those bands, but
I think he listens to a lot of a variety of records. So,
oh, okay, yeah, because the tone of his voice reminds me a lot of like 90s Britpop
I see.
band.
I see.
This one, I'm curious about the groove because there's a lot of bass drum.
Yeah, this is one of the first songs, and then I think looking back, I'm like, did I put too much bass? Because I'm basically matching what the bass is
Yeah.
playing. And then I'm like, am I supposed to be doing that? But then I'm like, but that's what I came up with. I should not change it. I did go through iterations of this one because it's one of the very first songs. But then I was like, I'll leave it. So I think this is like the first one that I was like, because when you don't know what to do, then you can always lean on the bass.
Yeah.
So that's what I was doing.
Yeah. It does match the rhythm. Like the rhythm section sounds very solid.
Okay, yeah, that was my intention.
And it reminds me of one of Oasis song.
Oh,
yeah, it's the same.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's the same pattern.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Boom, ga,
Which
boom,
song
ga,
is it?
Boom, ga, boom, boom, ga. I think it's rock and roll.
Rockstar? Oh, I see.
I don't know.
Maybe we did play that in the Britpop cover band, and then maybe it was in my head.
Yeah. So it's a very, I don't know, that pattern, that groove pattern is very iconic in my mind because of Oasis. And because it's not, I think it's not that complicated if you listen to it with the bass. Yeah, because it's matching the whole.
It's matching.
Yeah, and it's very energetic and drives the song. So good job on that.
Thanks.
Yeah, and it's a good one for opening the album too.
Oh, we actually open with this when we play shows.
Oh, okay.
This is the song we open with.
Yeah, you should. It sounds great.
Yeah.
So this one is recorded in the pro studio, right?
Yeah. Can you tell the snare drum has a deeper sound? Because I think it was thick. It was thicker than my Brooklyn standard.
Oh.
I don't know how many. It's like not standard, is standard 5-inch?
Yeah.
I think it's a little more. That one.
6 or 7.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh,
so it's deeper.
So it's a Ludwig acrylite.
Yeah, that's what this engineer said. Whatever he said.
You don't seem very convinced.
Yeah, I cannot remember. I cannot be like, oh, that snare drum is that snare. I cannot name though.
Yeah, the snare does sound very different from the other one.
Mm.
Yeah, and I think it sounds a little bit more like polished.
Maybe it's because it's a professional studio.
Yeah, but it kind of I mean it kind of matches the song. Like you need the driving force kind of vibe for it.
I see.
Yeah. Yeah. So do you remember like the experience of going to a pro studio?
So I played this. I think I did several takes on it, and then the engineer was trying to line it up with something real time. Like he can take some fill that he liked from the first take and then put it on the current take.
Yeah.
Like he was doing that real time, and then I was like, oh, that's cool. Like so it's not like one whole take, but then it's like, but I don't know what, because he had other takes too, but then I did pick the ones that I liked in the end, I think. And then he put it together, I think, at the end.
Okay. So when you were at the studio recording, right? Did you feel a little bit nervous? No.
I think it was I was just excited to play on a drum kit because I don't get to do that very often. I don't think I was nervous. But we actually did like 4 or 5 songs that day. So I think toward the end I was like getting tired. Then I was making mistakes. So then I had to do more takes on the last few songs.
Wow. So you don't have any kind of red light fever. You don't care.
Oh, I think I get that more if I perform live.
Oh, okay.
That I get it. Yeah.
Wow.
Recording, I'm okay.
Wow. You should consider like doing
Switching my career.
yeah, doing it for a living because you don't yeah, because when I was listening to all these 4 songs, I was like, it doesn't sound like the drummers like it's doing this like just for fun. It sounds like a professional drummer, you know what I mean.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, and it sounds very confident.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah, really. And and the one we just listened, you guys opened with the bass, right? And
Yeah.
I'm just gonna play it again because
Okay.
I like the reason why I think these songs are recorded by a professional drummer is because of this one drum hit here.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. It's
The
like
plan.
yeah, the plan. It's like yeah, it's ready. Yeah, ready.
Yeah, I don't know if I came up with that, so I
And
don't know if I want to take that credit. I'm just thinking if it was in the original demo.
hope I'm not like ruining anything because
No, it's
sometimes
fine.
you are like unconsciously confident
Yeah.
until
Yeah.
someone told you that you look very confident, and from that point
No.
Like every time you are on a kiss, you were like okay, doubting yourself. Everything. Am I sounding right? Okay, so enough compliment from now on. And there's another one I just want to talk about a little bit. It's a month of Sundays because this one is interesting.
Gust of wind ripples through the grass. It's not a feeling, it's not a thought. It isn't something that you could have bought. I wish I had a better definition, but words are clumsy tools for speaking truth. I wish I was in a better position to let it out, looking for that fountain of youth, looking for that fountain.
Yeah, this one. My question is, who came up with this drum beat?
I think the songwriter. So it's ripped off. I think it's from a Beatles song.
Yeah. It's
like very similar.
I'm just gonna give everyone a hint when I raise my mug.
Nice.
Yeah, it's the last song of this album.
Oh wow. So I think the songwriter put that beat, and which is perfect. Well, yeah. And then I actually watched it's Greg's Bissonette.
Mm-hmm.
He was in a tribute band for Beatles, so he knows these parts by heart. So he said actually the way Ringo Starr played it, he played it with the tom parts, he used his left hand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So then he can play the right cymbal the whole time.
Yeah.
So I didn't do that. I did it. I'm like, oh, now it's not a ripoff. I still did with my right hand only for all the parts. But then the actual song from the Beatles is, well, that's what he said.
Mm-hmm.
I think I can hear that because you hear the cymbal is constant.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't stop.
Yeah.
That means he's using his left hand to play the tom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we didn't rip it off.
Yeah, I think it's easier for him because he's a lefty.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I think I saw some documentary. I was like, oh, he's a left. That's why he feels so like. It's always like, what? It doesn't make any sense when you play with left hand, right hand lead. Yeah.
So
yeah, it's Ringo Starr, you know.
Yeah. So this one, when I was listening to it the first time, I was like, whoa. Did I accidentally play the wrong song? And then the music came up, and I was like, wow, this groove is really for this song. Like almost can't play anything else.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, what else could I play? And then the songwriter was like, "Oh, I'm so glad you didn't change the groove." I was like, "But that's like the only groove that works."
Yeah, and surprisingly works. And because the Yeah, because the Beatles one, it's very psychedelic, right?
Yeah, that one is so much more. Yeah, it is more psychedelic. Like I just listened to it recently, and I was like, wow, because they put a lot of sound effects into that song too. It's
Yeah.
very unlike their other songs.
Yeah, and the sound of like a bird.
Yeah, it's like
Freaking
what's happening here?
Yeah, and a lot of like experimental guitar effects or something.
Yeah.
And John Lennon's voice on top of that. It's
Right.
very psychedelic. But but for this song of yours, it sounds like I don't know if this groove is like how do you say, like that 3D type of thing. It's another side of this groove.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, because when I before I listen to this song, I always think that this groove is only for the Beatles song. You can't play this groove on any other thing. Yeah, but you guys really make it work.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's very cool. So you mentioned that you recorded more than 2 songs at the studio, right? So when are the rest of the songs are gonna release, do you think?
Hopefully this year, before end of year.
So is it gonna be like 2 songs at a time?
Yeah, I think that's what we're going for.
What's so special about this rhythm? Because this, I gotta say, it's unusual, right? I've never seen a band release 2 songs at a time, like every time.
Yeah. Well, it's 2 different songwriters within the band, so each one have their own style, right? So that's what we do at the shows. Like we stack them. Like we don't do like the same person's songs consecutively. We do person 1 song and then person 2 song, person 1. Yeah. So then it's like different style. Then you get the vibe of the band. The singer is also the bassist. So he's the one who did Sleeping Sun and I'm Getting Old.
Oh.
And then the keyboardist is the other songwriter. And then he did the other 2 songs.
Okay. So but the bass players sings on all the songs.
Yeah. So he sings while he's playing vocal at the shows.
So this year we are hopefully how many songs left?
The recorded ones, I think there's probably 3 or 4 more.
Okay.
But then they have more songs that I did not record.
Okay, so this
And
year...
then they just came out with more. So we're a very prolific group.
So there's still chance for you to go to a studio to record more songs, right?
Yeah. Like we were thinking maybe all of us go to the studio to record all the instruments together.
Oh, you mean live recording?
No, just not together together, but then they will record their parts at the same studio. Yeah.
Wow, that's something to look forward to.
Yeah, yeah, look forward to those displays beats.
Yeah, 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 sure. And although I'm a like old-fashioned way of listening to music, because I really hope you guys could like come up with like a 10-song album.
And some
But
album.
yeah, but I get it because people are most people are not like as patient as I am. So yeah, I'll just put them all together.
Yeah.
Yeah, when the songs.
Yeah, so maybe that it's, but why do professionals do EPs? Oh, it's for single and then it's like a teaser of the album.
Yeah,
I see.
usually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
don't do that.
Yeah, for
Maybe
example,
we'll we're trying to start a trend here, okay?
Okay, translator.
You watch. Well, I'm like, why is Aerosmith coming out with double singles? Well, I don't know.
So every band from now on is gonna do double singles
Yeah.
forever. Like every time, 2 songs at a time.
Yeah, that could be the trend. It's like TikTok, like such a short video. Who's watching it? Everybody's watching it instead of YouTube.
Okay, so how about some introduction to like introduce your band members and
So Memo is the bassist, also the vocalist, and then he writes half of the songs, and Jesse is the keyboardist, and he writes the other half of the songs, and Dina is the guitarist, and I am the drummer for the band, the Obi Strips.
Okay, so Michelle is the drummer of this band, the Obi Strips. Okay, check them online everywhere. Yeah, you guys are everywhere, right? YouTube, Instagram,
Yeah.
Spotify,
Apple Music,
Apple Music,
Amazon, I think. I don't know. We use some distribution thing that sends everywhere.
Okay, so it's on now. You can listen to them everywhere if you like what you've heard so far. Okay, so that's the end of this conversation. It's nice catching up with you.
Yeah, that was fun.